We're back in Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Brought to you by Nikki Anderson, Realtor, Broker Associate. Give her a shout at 805-235-3327. That's 805-235-3327. Want to list a home, buy a home, just talk some real estate, or get some great advice, Nikki Anderson is the Realtor for you. Don't forget, we have on our website, golftalkradio.com, Nikki's condominium that she rents out in Hawaii. You can check that out by visiting golftalkradio.com or visit vrbo.com, and the listing number is /614266. So thank you, Nikki, who's in Hawaii, enjoying life.
When we come back in, if there's a time after the uptime, I know we have about 10 minutes or so, but when we come back in, we have to share the Virginia Country Club golf course stories.
Oh, I definitely want to hear that.
Last week we had a balls out segment, which we've done often here on Golf Talk Radio. Do you remember that segment, Mike?
I do.
And you were kind enough to buy me this type of ball, and I used it when I played with it, man.
Did you hit it right?
I did. I hit it so right. But it was consistent. I'll tell you one thing. That ball was consistent.
It was.
Yeah.
I was consistently almost exactly right.
Wasn't the ball's fault, though.
Not way right. I mean, the first tee shot was kind of way right.
But it wasn't the ball's fault.
No. It was a consistent ball. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thank you for that. I didn't lose. Because of Owen, I didn't lose any.
Well, wait until
you found one 2 holes later. Like, hey, here's your
Wait
ball.
until you're done with your...
Thanks, Owen. I appreciate it.
Yeah, when you're done with your knee stuff. And then you can really check it out, because people love that ball.
And I went over to the knee I hit a few decent drives, and actually I straightened it out. The drives were straight. All my approach shots were just right in that little golf course. But anyways, I thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
And we read the description, and we got some supplies, right? You said there was a tie?
There was a tie. So we did a segment called Balls Out, as Billy said just a couple minutes ago. And that was last show that we did. And through the podcast, because when we read it, we were taping. So the show wasn't live at that point, so we knew it was going to be podcast. We had 2 gentlemen guess the golf ball correctly, which was a Titleist AVX. And that was John.
Yeah, I had a lot of Titleists. People just wrote Titleist. And remember, we said last week it had to be specific.
These guys were specific. We had other people
cool.
guess that said Titleist, but these 2 guys said AVX. So I don't know if this is...
I played number 2s. Did they say that on there?
No.
I blew them out with a little dot, but they were 2s. But it had a blue dot on them.
Yeah.
I guess the gentleman's last name would be Canada or Cañada. I don't know. It didn't have the little...
I like Cañada.
So John...
I've been to both.
Canada from Pine Mountain Club, California.
Very cool.
He's the first winner. And the second winner, which was within like seconds, was Jeff Linnell from Kissimmee, Florida, or the UK.
Oh, I think he's back in the UK right now.
Yeah. So those 2 gentlemen, we're going to be sending some prizes out to you this following week, and I think we've got a new one, right?
Ball. So you want to read it? You want Owen to read it?
I think let's have Owen read it.
Owen, you want to read the new definition?
Sure.
Yeah.
So balls out is that we whip our balls out and we describe exactly what it says on either the back of the dozen or on the sleeve itself. So you have to identify exactly and specifically the ball. Are you ready, sir? Just don't mention the wall. I've done that once. Remember I did that once?
It's in big, bold letters on the top. Don't read that.
It's a top flight.
But in one of the things I read it, like, oh, geez.
I think I did that before, too, and we brought in all the...
Phones lit up that day. That's when we were taking phone calls. Phones lit up. Go ahead. What do you got, Owen? Be clear.
All right. Has necessary short game spin and feel with improved distance and directional qualities.
Nice.
The urethane cover is packed with proprietary dual dimples.
Ooh.
The inner dimple reduces drag from launch to peak trajectory, while the outer dimple promotes a shallower descent angle for more roll.
Which is huge.
The updated mantle layer contributes to faster ball speed.
The updated what?
Mantle layer.
Mantle layer.
Yes. Contributes to faster ball speed, higher launch, and less spin. Comes in white or yellow.
Does the Earth
gives it away.
Doesn't the Earth have a mantle layer? Is it one of the layers?
I've got all the pictures.
It looks like a ball.
Yeah.
So I got to hear this. So what's the thing? The inner dimple reduces drag from launch to peak trajectory.
What ball is that?
Oh, it's the Top Flight Gold.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I said that earlier. It's the Top Flight Gold. I have never tried the gold.
142.
I want to try the gold.
I love this inner dimple reduces drag because you hate that drag.
Inner dimple?
The inner dimple.
It's brutal.
Yeah,
Where's the inner-
outer? It's just a dual dimple design, buddy.
So it has outer and
inner
inners?
dimple, yeah. The outer dimple
That's
promotes
really
a shallower
weird.
descent, kind of like a shuttle coming down. You know,
Yeah.
Inner dimple is my new favorite term.
I was going to say.
I had a
that's
girlfriend
like-
that had an inner dimple.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
she was awesome. She was
Yeah,
cute.
me too.
It might have been the same girl. So it was a long time ago. So the updated mantle layer contributes to faster ball speed, higher launch, and less spin. And it comes in white and yellow. You might have given it away on. You said both colors. That could give it away. So when you listen to this on podcast or listening now, what ball is it, man? So go balls out on us.
You've got to name.
Do you have a picture of this ball?
The brand, and you got to name the model.
The model, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
the
if
brand
no
and
one
the
else
model.
makes the model, give half credit for the
Yeah.
brand.
So like last week was Titleist, and it was the AVX.
And a lot of people said Titleist.
So you got to say it's blah, and it's blah.
And if you just
That's
use
blah on
those
this
two
ball.
words, blah, blah, you
Blah,
won't
blah.
win. You
No.
can't win on blah,
And
blah.
you got to go to golftalkradio.com and on the fill out the trivia form on the left-hand side of the website and just say, hey, I'm guessing the ball's out.
Now, there isn't a day that I tee up a golf ball that I don't realize
the name
all
of that
those
ball
stats
again?
on your ball. Do you know?
Can I see that real
He
quick?
might know what it says about his ball. Do you? That would be funny if you
Do
did.
you really?
Oh, man. How many dozen of those do you still have? I'm not going to mention the ball you play because we might use it someday.
Quite a few.
You still have, what, 10, 12, 20?
Yeah, 12.
Do you
-ish.
know all the stuff like it says?
I'm sure if I read it, I'd remember it all.
Because aren't you thinking about that, Mike, before you get your ball out of your sleeve? You're like, okay, I'm going to check out all this stuff.
I never do.
Because, if I know about the mantle layer, I
now
might
I'm
not play that ball.
Now I'm kind of seeing, wow, that's really cool.
Well, you have an inner dimple? You found
You can see every single dimple.
You found a picture of the inner dimple?
Yeah, every single dimple has an inner dimple
Yeah.
inside
What?
of it.
It's really cool.
It is cool. I didn't know that. Shame on me.
man.
Serious, look. This is great radio, by the way.
It does. The cutest little dimple inside a dimple.
It almost looks like
Wow.
the tailor-made screw that they put in the
Oh, yeah.
in the face.
But it's
I
not.
can't
so
see
don't
it
say
here
the
because
tailor-made
our
element.
Wi-Fi has
Might give
restrictions.
it away.
Oh, really? Hop said he can't see it there because his Wi-Fi has restrictions. They blocked it. They blocked the inner dimple.
The outer dimple is easy to spot, right?
Yeah.
But that inner dimple.
So what does that? What does that do again? What does it do?
I'm glad you
Reduces
asked,
drag.
Mike. Yeah, ask. Go ahead. I'm glad you asked, Mike.
Dual dimples
Yeah.
Reduces drag.
reduces drag.
Just for the launch and to the
to
peak.
peak trajectory.
Yeah, that's what the inner dimple does.
The outer dimple produces the shallower descent angle and more roll.
That's exciting.
Notice that they didn't use any of the fancy.
They got a mantle layer, though.
No, but they didn't use any of the fancy like chemical
Yeah.
compound terms like
I think
some
the
of them
ball.
do.
I think the ball Owen plays does.
You think so?
Do you have the ball Owen plays does? Anyways, that's ball. Balls out with Golf Talk Radio.
Again, go to golftalkradio.com, fill out the trivia form. If you think you know that golf ball brand and the actual model number, and then we'll email you guys, or we'll mail you some
We'll
prizes.
email you some prizes.
We'll email you some prizes. The picture of the inner dimple.
And did you mention to the guys that won that? Well, we know Mr. Linnell, but they have to contact you with an address.
Yeah, they did. They
Okay.
did a great job of
Remember,
that.
you used to get, hey, where's my prize?
Yeah. It's a full mailing address, which means street, zip code, and state,
Not
please.
just email.
Not
it.
just street.
Yeah.
If you put just
Main
the
Street.
I'm not going to be able to get that to you, and I don't have the time to try to figure that out. I'm looking because I have some of these other pictures of ones, and what were the ones that we were doing with these golf balls? There was some serious vocabulary in some of these.
Hey, Hop, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, right here. man.
During our break, when we come back, we're going to be joke around, and there's each one of us in the studio here is going to tell a golf joke, and we're going to grade it to find out, and we're going to play for a certain listener. So in the meantime, if you could find a golf joke, look one up. You're welcome to join this panel and tell a joke, and we will grade your joke as well.
And it has to be a golf joke.
Well, it should preferably, yeah.
There we go. This might
So-
be the one that.
So if you find one, you're welcome to share.
No, this
All
is
right.
the
Aye, aye,
one.
Captain.
All right, man.
But iometric casing layer.
Yeah, I love that.
Urethane elastomer cover system, spherically tiled 352 tetrahedral dimple design.
That's what I look for. That's what I used
What
to look
is
for on
that?
a ball.
What's that ball?
Tetrahedral. That is a Callaway of some kind.
No.
Tetrahedral.
I thought it was Callaway too.
Tetrahedral
that's a
dimple
hexagon.
design.
Oh, that's a hexagon. You're right. So that's,
Drop and
it's-
stop.
The Plastomer sounds like a Titleist ball.
It
does.
It is a Titleist ball.
DT Solo.
Wow.
No.
No.
It doesn't seem like the
I
Pro
thought you guys
V.
would get that right off. It is.
This the Pro V.
It's a Pro V.
The Pro
That's the
V.
ball I play.
The Pro
well,
V
I
one
played
and
the
the-
AVX.
So how well do you know your balls, Billy Gibbs?
Much better years ago than I know them now.
That's apparent by just what we just did.
How about you? How well you know yours?
I never look at mine. I just pull them out of the box and
Me
play
too.
with them.
But it was nice to play a different ball. And you know what? All joking aside, it looked different than the Pro V, the AVX, when I looked down.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dimples are a little different.
It was
They are.
definitely a different pattern.
They're for guys that have hurt knees.
And the ball goes to the right. So if you guys have a problem hitting it left, I mean, it's not sliced over there or hooked.
Dead
it's
straight.
just dead straight 10 yards right.
so you're so
I
you
hit
could
every
truly
green side
say,
bunker. I missed every green 5 to 10 yards right.
but you could truly say with the AVX you were consistently straight.
Oh,
your
absolutely, it
your
was
club
straight.
face was always open because of your knee. Right?
Closed.
Or closed?
Yeah, for
excuse
me.
me. I flipped.
Yeah.
Sorry. I flipped it because you're a
I
lefty.
mean, I usually can move through it and open up, to get the face a little open. I think it's because and as Owen mentioned, I didn't get back enough to get the face to
rotate?
Yeah, so it stayed shut more.
It was
then-
on downhill slopes. It was perfect.
But I did hit a good
Yeah.
one on the downhill slope.
Yeah.
because I didn't have to. It was
Did
Did
have to get on the
did it
leg.
spin well for you?
that shot. Oh, you mean the ball?
But you didn't hit many
I-
greens,
I
so
did-
you really don't know.
No, but I chipped a lot of good shots. I had
Okay,
some decent
yeah.
chips, well, considering those greens. But I only probably hit 6 greens maybe, but I missed them close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I was out of bounds right. It was just right. And what's sad
I can't
is I'm
believe that
playing
you could-
370-yard holes and I'm hitting 150, 60 in every time because it was wet. It was, but that's only 210 and
Dude,
220
your
off
knee,
the tee.
your MCI or MCL
yeah, it
is
was
torn.
and he had to get me out of the bunkers. How good I played it. He literally pulled me out
I mean,
of the
the
bunker.
fact that you played now, do you have a greater appreciation for Tiger Woods and what he did
Oh,
in the Open against
absolutely.
what's his name? I went blank. Who'd he play?
He played
Rocco?
Rocco Mediate.
That was one of the
I
best ones
absolutely
ever.
have more
Yeah.
admiration, especially his fused neck or back. Too.
Yeah.
I got to go on that. Too.
We'll be right back, guys. On the other side, stay with us. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy.